get to experience the global announcement of the next game from one of our industry's most visionary game studios. Get ready. Please enjoy.
Already it looks weird. What studio is this? Sony. Didn't see that coming. It's got to be the new game by Kojima.
Hello and welcome back to the Game Room. Well, the Game Awards just happened and I thought I'd do a quick little video of my reaction to it. Honestly, a little underwhelming. Not that many great reveals. I'm not a big fighting game person. I'm not a big games as a service person. Don't care about mobile games getting console releases.
A mobile game. Oh, console edition. So a mobile game.
And most of the big announcements were games that were, I don't know, other than
Dark Souls 4? Yeah. Or is it a remake? Oh. Armored Core. Oh, hell yeah.
Armored Core. I am very much looking forward to a new Armored Core. I am shocked that From Software took the time to make one. Just because it's so, I mean, I don't know, maybe they're gonna make an Armored Core type Souls-like, but I am stoked to see what this new game looks like. Other games that were announced, Death Stranding 2, which does have Norman Reedus returning, a lot of the original cast returning. I played the first one at the beginning of the pandemic, and it's better than I thought it would be. Definitely a game where if you have more time than necessary, you can get into it. Not really sure how they're going to continue with it, but hey, Kojima and his little killing babies. Okay. Another announcements, I don't know. I mean, Forspoken had a trailer, Warhammer had a trailer, they had a bunch of trailers. The game that I was looking forward to, Replaced, I think it's called, the Xbox exclusive. It had a trailer, I want to say, at the E3 2019 during the Microsoft booth. It didn't look as good this time. Still love the art style, but not as excited for the game.
Not a great trailer, though. Not a great trailer, unfortunately.
God of War won a lot of stuff, things that I don't think it really should have. Once again, the Game Awards is really strange with the categories it decides to actually have on stage versus not. I mean, last year, Best Action Game was Returnal, and it didn't get an award. It got one of those sidebar awards. This year, Best Action Game actually was on stage.
I loved her as Lyanna Mormont. Interesting that Best Action Game's actually getting play this year. Last year was one of the randoms.
Maybe it's because Doug Bowser was in the house. I mean, I'm sure that's kind of how they pick it. It's who's in the audience. All right, who's here? Let's do it. I was glad they got rid of all of the esports awards on the pre-show, but some of the awards they picked, like Breakthrough, Best Indie, Best Accessibility, Best Statement Game. Meanwhile, you have stuff like Best Racing Games and Best RPGs and other things that just not... I mean, I guess it's because so many, like Elden Ring and God of War, really cleaned up on everything. Other than that, Stray. Which, I enjoyed Stray, but man, there are some cat lovers out there because it is alright. It's not that great. I'm sorry, it just isn't. But Game of the Year goes to...
All right, let's see it. Well, God of War has won so much. You gotta... They won it a few years ago, even though Sekiro won. It's kind of like tit for tat, but I just... God, Elden Ring just... I don't know. It's kind of like the penultimate of 2010's game design versus 2020's game design.
Game of the
but
year.
God of War Ragnarok didn't do anything different. Elden Ring did.
Elden Ring!
There we go.
Deservedly so, Elden Ring, which I played both. I probably sank the most time into both games as far as anything goes. I put in over 80 hours on God of War. Actually platinumed it. I never platinum anything, but I felt the need to do it on that game. And on Elden Ring, God, I put in maybe 160 hours. So I put in work on both titles, and I gotta say, Elden Ring did a lot more as far as a game-wise, as far as advancing the game of what it was trying to accomplish, as far as taking that decade-long Souls-like, more than decade-long Souls-like, and putting it into its ultimate form, versus God of War Ragnarok was just exactly what they did in 2018, which is phenomenal. And I prefer it to what Elden Ring does, mind you. But it was just more of the same, just with diversifying the cast a little bit, giving you some different game playing options. There is a third weapon you unlock in the game. But it just didn't do... It's not bad, but I think Elden Ring was the more deserving of the two. So I agree with that. Other things about the game... Not much really. There was a new game called Banished that looked interesting that I had a funny reaction to.
It takes a brave man to walk these wilds alone.
I'm not alone. Aww.
I'm not alone.
There it is.
I mean, I finally saw one of the trailers to the Super Mario movie.
I haven't seen any of the Mario movie trailers or images, so this will be a treat for me.
Excuse me, everybody coming through. Got a big adventure happening right now. Just leave a pass for us. If I could just...
Here you go.
Excuse me. Excuse me, everybody.
It's Chris Pratt. Come on, it's Chris Pratt.
But other than that, not much outside of the Armored Core reveal that really had me going. I've been more excited by the Nintendo Directs when they announced, Live Alive this last year. Oh no, it was February of this year. Yeah, Live Alive and Triangle Strategy, or not that. We'll do the demo, but no, Octopath 2, and they had a trailer for the new Fire Emblem Engage. But just, God, all these trailers are just cinematic footage. And that's it.
Our first world premiere comes from a small but highly acclaimed studio that needs no introduction at this point, and whose last game earned multiple awards here at TGA.
Is this Super
I'm very
Giant
excited
Games?
to share the global announcement of their next project. Here we go.
Or is it Senua's Sacrifice? No, world premiere's gotta be a new game. Oh, this is definitely the Bastion people. Already it looks like them. Yep. Nice. Here we go. Is this DLC or a new game?
Wait for me, Father. I'll be this.
Father. Hades 2. Okay.
Hades 2 looks pretty good. I love Supergiant games, so I was excited about that. They've never done a sequel, and it seems like it's coming out sooner than any games ever have from this company, but that's also because Hades had such a long development cycle. I want to say it was in early access as early as 2018, and with Hades 2, I don't know if you're playing as Zagreus' daughter or what's going on. They have Apollo in it finally. Apollo was one of the glaring omissions from the first game, and you're going to try and kill Kronos, the Titan Kronos. And obviously, as a Greek mythology guy, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with that. Love the studio. They put out nothing but bangers. Neon White was nominated for a lot, was not a game on my radar. Makes me think I should check that out. They announced a Bayonetta origin story, which I can swear does not look like it was a Bayonetta game, and they maybe slapped it onto another game. And that's about it. That's about it. They had a funny thing where they had the Knives Out cast, and they're like, oh, there's a murder in the house.
Oh, he is dead. He murdered Mother 3.
But other than that, yeah, what was your reaction to the Game Awards? Pretty predictable, nothing too crazy. Stoked to see the new Armored Core. Still not right as far as oh my god, the best performance went to the guy who plays Kratos, and before that, Al Pacino had one of the most awkward.
It's really good to see you here. This is an experience for me.
Yeah, I've never been around video games.
One I didn't expect, but here I am.
Yeah.
As usual, doing my surprising thing to myself.
Yeah, just taking a check.
Anyway, I may come as it may come as a shock to you, but
You don't play video games.
it's hard for me to see the teleprompter.
Okay, come on, get to the work.
I am
You're killing the show, Al.
to be here tonight to celebrate the achievements of these incredibly talented actors who, by breathing life into these stories, have helped elevate the medium of video games to a new height.
Can we get to the award, please? This is so awkward.
And now,
Thank you.
the nominees for the best performance of the year.
Oh,
are
please let it be. Thank you. It's pre-rolled.
But yeah, Al Pacino's up there just, oh my god. And then they announced that the guy from God of War, I think his last name's Judge, the badass guy who dresses to the nines. I love his style. He's a great guy too. He just really kills it as Kratos. But he probably had the longest speech in the history of speeches. So I don't know if they had to accelerate some of the award shows after that, but it was so funny. I think it might have legitimately been a 10-minute speech. Yeah, so tighten that up. But all in all, gotta love Jeff for putting these on. It was fun. Nice little way to kill a Thursday night. And I enjoyed it. So let me know what your reactions to the Game Awards were. It was so nice getting a hold of you. Take care.